Yo, what's going on, boys? Today, we're coming with the final figure in the wave, the exclusive of the new wave, and a little tidbit of information. As we speak, I had just purchased Freddy Frostbear, so he will be coming soon, and his review will be coming out anytime soon. Well, I don't know, whenever it comes in the mail. But back to what I was saying. Today, we have the Walmart exclusive Easter Bonnie Fnaf figure. Now, this is close to being my favorite. This is probably the second best of the wave, right behind the first Bonnie, because the Bonnies are just so good in this wave. And I think, looking at it right now, this is what tells me they 100% could just re-release the first wave, just updated, or re-release the original figures, but I don't even know, because I kind of don't want to buy the whole first wave again, but updated. I just think I changed my mind on that one. But they could if they wanted to. Oh, almost just knocked everything over. But this is how I can tell, is because they have this Bonnie right here is literally the exact same as this one. It doesn't have any bites taken out of it or anything. So if they just put this coat of paint on that figure, it would be updated of him. And I did already try switching the arms, like putting the updated arm on the old body, and they don't fit. The joints are two different sizes, so they're just really floppy, which sucks because as a customizer myself, I thought you could literally just take like this body, stick a Freddy head on it, paint it gold, and then you could have an upgraded golden Freddy, which is what I wanted to do, which you probably still could, just switching heads. But if you want to put like this on that body to save time, you can't. It just doesn't fit. But I don't even know what I was doing there. Kind of got a little off track. But moving him out of the way now to show off the box. This is, almost just took everything down. I'm a little clumsy right now. This is the last one in the marathon feature of these videos. I just cranked out this wave one after the other. This is the marathon. You get a little sloppy at the end, you feel me? But here we have the nice box. This is the Walmart exclusive one. It looks pretty similar to the rest of them. And it's not even like they put the exclusive on the back. Usually they do that if you get a exclusive, I think. I don't even, you know, let's do some checking quick. Let's do a quick comparison. Lefty on the spot. No, they don't. All right. I guess I was incorrect. They don't usually put the exclusive on the back. All right. Okay. But bringing him back and bringing him in for the paint and sculpt. I think the paint and sculpt on this one is probably the best. Like, with all the intricate detail it has, with actual paint on it, it's all very clean. And I was so surprised at the store. There was 3 of them, and I of course chose the one with the best paint. And none of them really had bad paint on the torso. It was usually just the nose, like one had a scuff on the nose and the eye too. Which I think if you have the option, definitely wait and find the best one, because having the best paint is the best thing to do. And like I said in the last video, you can see the Bonnie's foot is glued funny, and he stands, well, it actually makes him stand up easier, but it's still not a plus. It's still glued on funny. There's no way to fix it. It's not even like I can just squeeze it down or anything. There's nothing you could do. And I think overall, this is probably the best of the wave, but not my favorite, because he is just he doesn't have any stupid chunks taken out of him, and he's a pretty just decent design if you wanted to just leave him on the shelf. I think he kind of fits, like, oh, new Fnaf design, all right. Like, it's not something like this Bonnie where you're like, whoa, what happened to that guy? All right, so moving in for articulation. Bring this guy in. He looks up, all right. Looks down, all right. Not a lot of movement on the head still. A little bit of side to side. Of course, you get your rotation. I think some of these have somewhat of a double ball peg, but then some of them look like they're glued in to stay straight, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's just the exclusive that did that. But you can see a little bit of movement there. I'm not sure. But at the arm again, nice articulation. This is the one I first figured it out on, and I was blown away. Because it's crazy. It really is. If you compare it to most other Fnaf figures, the articulation is way, way better in mostly every single way. And the joints are tough too. They don't seem to like they'll break, because usually on some of the ones with better articulation, you think you're moving them and you're like, this is gonna break in my hands, and that's not good. But still, going over some of the articulation here, it's just the same as every other one. a little bit of out. I think this one has the best out movement, and this is actually great. You can't do much with it. Like, it's not like you're gonna have this Bonnie in a squatting pose. Like, it's not very useful, but it's just good to see. It's good to see that they are actually working on getting the articulation better. Then you can see usual bend at the knee. And I think the articulation at this point is a little bit boring, because it's the same exact thing on all the figures. And going over it 4 times in a row sucks. So next time, note to self, don't marathon them. Maybe throw something else in between the videos just to spice it up a bit. Again, this guy doesn't come with any accessories either, which is usually weird because most exclusives come with a little something something just to make it a little more worth it. So coming over for scale now, we'll just show all the Bonnies again. Showing Springtrap. We'll have normal Bonnie, looking a little sussy on the side. We got a Nightmare Bonnie. Wow, none of these guys are standing up straight and forward. And then Blacklight Bonnie. And I think, again, with this one especially, he just sticks out because he is really the only FNAF figure that's bright white. I don't think there's a single other one that's all white like this. So if you're looking for something that'll stick out and that's different from all the rest, I think he is definitely a good one. And again, with the price, usually the exclusives, like Lefty when he first came out, was, oh my god, unbelievable, even for a long time after. But this guy, he's only been out probably a month. I don't know, maybe the beginning of April he started coming out. And he's still only a little bit above retail. You can get him for the same price as any of the other figures in the wave, which is actually really good because usually exclusives are super expensive. Like even Frostbear, I just bought a Frostbear for barely even above retail. That's crazy. Usually all these figures, they go skyrocketing in price, like $10 to $150. It's just unbelievable. But moving this guy out of the way, or these guys, I should say. Ooh, Nightmare Bonnie is a pretty bad figure. Just gotta add that in there, little on the side. Now keeping this guy alone. Well, not alone, because we're bringing in the boys, the rest of the figures from this wave. This is where I think it shines. They come together, one in a family, and I think they all look really good together. They give you that holiday vibe, you know, the Easter celebration. And it looks like if you hid this figure, if you got children, the like 2 adults that are probably watching this, if you have children and you hide this, that's a good Easter. I know this is, Easter was like at the beginning of the month. That's a good Easter. Just remember that. And now, yeah, I think they all look great together. The high quality paint and sculpt all fits. I think they all look good together. Like, if you were to literally just have a display with all 4 of them, great display. I'd give it like a 9 out of 10 at least. And well, that sucks. That's a little bit of a phone in the background. So I'm gonna move these guys out of the way and end it now before the video gets ruined. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'd 100% recommend this guy. It's a great figure, and it's not even that expensive either. I'm just gonna talk loud and pretty quick, so maybe you can't hear the phone. But I think it's a great figure. The articulation is great. Everything is great on him. The phone stopped, so now I can talk normal. So, sorry about that little interjection there. Bad timing. But I think this is a great figure, and if you can find him in stores or even online, it's not that hard to find him, and he's really not that expensive. I'd 100% recommend at least this one. And that even makes it great, is that there's no Build-A-Figure, so you could really just pick and choose which ones you want. But I do recommend the whole wave if you want. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a great wave. 100% recommend it if you can. And I'm very excited for what's to come. I'm super excited for what's to come. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.